Welcome to the April 2025 forecast. April brings with it the need to rethink and reorganize. This is a time in which there is much shifting and changing going on, both within and externally on many different levels. Letting go of that which no longer has purpose or meaning in your lives is foremost for the alterations that are beginning this month and will continue for at least another 12, if not more months. Many may feel that they have their lives in order now, and that they have found a new rhythm to flow into. But this is not the case, just an illusion. Not only is the earth herself shifting, but also the internal needs and wants within everyone. What once fit no longer serves the purpose it was gathered for. So be flexible and open to changes that will surprise many and open them to new venues not thought of before. There is going to be a review of inner feelings, as well as a new light falling on old friendships and relationships. Evolution and insight will open to new directions and pathways that may well separate individuals because of the flow in new directions that call from unique sources. The earth herself is shifting, and plate movement and earthquakes will be more common this month than ever before. Records will be set as to frequency and intensity beginning this month. Inner rumblings will be reflective of external movement. This is a good time to begin a new level of decluttering on many levels. What does not serve a purpose within your reality can be released to find another home. This applies to emotions as well as physical collections gathering dust in hidden corners. The material possessions begin to not have the importance that once they did, and emotional connections become more valuable and cherished than ever before. This month is also a good time to reconnect with those that you have lost touch with. Reconnecting is a reminder of the past and always brings with it a feeling of close familiarity. This is also a way of reminding you of all you have done and accomplished, which is always a good idea. The times are changing, and so are we. What was once considered normal falls by the wayside to be replaced by another that will in turn fall to the wayside in its own time. Memories are precious and don't take up any room. Review and renew them, for they have created who you are. Many will find that their sleep patterns are changing, and that shorter sleep durations more frequently may well become a new habit. Also, 3 a.m. seems to come to the fore. Many are finding that they are awake at that time for no reason, and then they go back to sleep. Keep track of the times that you wake up, for a new circadian rhythm is being established within all of us. And though we may not at present know its purpose, our bodies are preparing us for changes that haven't yet been seen but are definitely working their way into the physical present. Wait, watch, and wonder. Hydration for all is of great import this month. The seasons are shifting and pollen is going to start to run high. The more water you drink, the more easily you will be able to flush out that which is going to be irritating you, and there will be an abundance of that around for the next few months. Finding a local honey is almost a must as well, for it appears that the pollen is going to be more abundant and more powerful than usual. The seasons are not only shifting but moving as well, so farmers are going to have to adjust crops and often plant different varieties of seed to adjust for the different atmosphere in the fields. Watch for the different crops to be introduced because of the shifts in temperatures that are becoming more and more evident. Be aware also that because the crops will be different, so will the eating habits and patterns of all of us. The atmosphere is changing as well, so watch for masks to become more common in some areas because of pollution. This is going to be a feature that spreads globally because of the air quality. War as well will be a contributing factor, and the airstreams will spread the debris globally. No part of the earth will be spared, and it will continue for months, perhaps years yet to come. While peace is sought in many places on the globe, establishing it will continue to be a problem. While there well may be pausing of fighting for a time, the greed and avarice within the hearts and minds of leaders will continue to grow until new outbreaks erupt. True peace begins within and then spreads. The source is within and cannot be imposed from without. There is unrest that is breaking out within the younger generations, and it is being nurtured from outside sources. The crowds are being seeded with violence and outrage while reacting as a group without understanding the real cause. These crowds, mobs if you will continue to grow with lemming-like actions and become more and more violent without understanding real causes, uttering phrases and words they know not the true meaning of. Watch for the growth of these crowds over the summer, often being fueled by the words of those who are speaking for personal gain and not caring for the innocent that will indeed be harmed by their thoughts yearning for the spotlight. At the end of the month, we will see large masses of people having to move from one area to another many times as populations are shifted to new areas for safety and then moved yet again. This is very reminiscent of large tribes wandering the wilderness looking for a place of safety to call home. No area of the globe will be free from this experience, and as summer progresses, there will be difficulties in every country. Borders will absolutely have to change for distribution to be balanced. Watch the birth rate go down in all areas of the world. The populations are shrinking as many choose not to have children. This is going to impact all areas of the world as populations shrink and the goals of the population change. Large institutions of learning will feel the pinch very soon, and where once they were overwhelmed with applications, now they will have difficulty filling their quotas. Education will no longer be valued as the institutions will no longer be the source of wisdom and knowledge. The most successful will be self-made without the need of a piece of paper that tells you how smart they are supposed to be. Success will be indicated by accomplishment rather than the number of letters you can put behind your name. Actually, not a bad way to determine success. The armed services are expanding in all areas of the globe. It seems rather strange that while they say the focus is on peace, yet the armies continue to grow. More money seems to be spent on arms and weapons of mass destruction than on food development, and yet the military and arms race continues to swell. To what purpose? Once again, the trees prepare to unfurl their cloaks of green to shade and shelter for yet another season. This is a ritual as old as time, and yet always seems a miracle when watched at the end of winter. Always a promise of hope and beauty, growth and abundance. Instead of watching and being inspired by this ritual this time, perhaps it's your turn to unfurl some of that cloak of wisdom and magic you have wrapped around yourself and held close for so long. Once spread and shared, you radiate love, light, and laughter, and spread hope, faith, and peace to all those you touch. Just a thought.